Hi, this is Greg Lindberg again with a follow-up to the earlier video that I put out on the Sugar Beach reservation management system that I had proposed. I mentioned at the end of that last video that there is an alternative to moving into an entirely new system that would give users more access, more ability to view reservations and data. And that is to just draw data out of the existing Excel system. I've been doing a little bit of testing on that, and first of all, let me say that this seems pretty trivial. This whole thing seems pretty trivial in view of the COVID-19 problem that's going on. I guess I'm stuck here at home and nothing else to think about. I wish I could help somehow with the COVID-19, but who knows if we'll even have reservations this year. Anyway, I did figure out a way of doing this, so tested it, and I'll just do a little demo here to show what would be involved. Okay, I will give you a little demo here on how this would work. I've got open here in front of you an Excel spreadsheet, and this is one of the ones that I extracted using the other application. So it's a copy of all the reservation data that's contained within my system. So I'm presuming that within the Excel app that Kim uses, that we could have a similar tab. These tabs. They're also called sheets. But I'm sure her app has numerous sheets. And if it doesn't already have one, I would assume that we could create one that just includes a listing of all the reservations that shows the cabin name, the dates to and from, the name of the user, along with, it'd be nice to have some contact information probably, but it's probably a little less of a priority. Occupants data would be nice, although again we know that it varies from night to night. And something on the order of some financial data. It could be just the total charge, maybe along with the amount the owner paid. All this other stuff could be calculated, but maybe it's readily available in the spreadsheet. I don't know. So basically that's the main requirement. We would need to have a sheet that contains all this stuff. And how do we get it out? Be kind of a two-stage process. First, we would install an application here on that computer, which can be done easily, which sets things up. It sets things up for an automated process that would be done on a scheduled basis. But the first time through, we would need to identify where the location of that Excel file is by doing this. I've got a lot of these to pick from here. I'm just going to pick this one. And then we need to identify the name of the sheet, the tab that's in it. This is once we connect to the Excel file, this gives you a listing of all the tabs that are in it. So we just pick one, the one I've called reservations. And when I've picked these now, it has also created a little text file in the My Documents folder under SB Excel location folder. I've created a folder called SB Excel location and created a little text file that includes this path to the location of where the Excel file is, and also the name of the sheet that contains it. So once that's done, then we can also test it here by executing it. The preview where it's going out and connecting with that Excel file. It's putting into a table format here that can be uploaded directly to SQL Server. So the next step is to do the upload data thing. and it's been written to the server database. And so it works even when the Excel spreadsheet is open at any time. It still will be able to do that. Now once this is set up and we have the text file that has this information, the location of the program and the name of the of the tab, then I have a more automated routine here, which we could we'd have to install this, but we would go into something called Windows Task Scheduler and set it up so that it will execute this particular job that I'm going to show you here, maybe twice a day or on a regular basis anyway, and then it'll run in the background. Kim won't even be aware of it. She doesn't have to do anything. I'll show you how that runs. It just says trying to load data from Excel file, trying to copy Excel data to the server database, and then successfully extracted data to the server base, and then it shuts off. So that's what happens in the background, and that's all it is required to send this data up, where it could be made accessible to cabin owners to look at. We'd have to modify that internet application a little bit. So just by way of additional explanation here, I showed this video to my wife, and her reaction was, huh? And so I thought maybe if I did a little showed you a little diagram here, maybe to make things a little more clear. This box here is Kim's PC, and she's got an Excel application running in it, and that's what's providing our current system, our current reservation system. I would install another little application in her PC, and within every PC there's something called the Task Scheduler, which is basically just a timer, and you can set it to initiate different things at different times. So the Task Scheduler would tell this application when to start. And when it started, it would make a connection to the Excel database or spreadsheet, and it would pull data out of that, and it would transform it a little bit so that it could go into the database, and then it would make a connection to the database on the server, on the web server, and send that data into that database. Now, the Internet app is what the cabin owners would use, and that app just interacts with the database to do what it does. It pulls data in and out. So I hope that helps. That's all I wanted to show you. So stay away from the germs, and hope we can have more of a discussion on this at some point. Thanks for watching. So long.